I know you, and I know you want to build your email list. Hi bloggers, welcome back to a BOHTV and another day of the Blogging Basics series. So I'm going to guess that if you're watching this, then you've probably got an email list, but now you're hearing some things about email welcome sequences and you're like, ooh, what's that? But the problem is a lot of people set up an email welcome sequence, but they don't think about what actually needs to go in it to make it effective. They're just like, hey, I'm Holly, welcome to my email list. No. Your email welcome sequence has the power to be amazing because when someone first signs up to your list, that is when they're the most engaged with you. You know, the emails in your welcome sequence are going to have high open rates, and they're a really great way to allow you to make a really strong first impression and start building that relationship with your reader. So here's an example of a boring welcome sequence. Oh hey, here's my opt-in freebie. Oh, come and connect with me on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, and don't forget, this is my most popular blog post. That's like a short version, but you get what I'm saying. If you write an email sequence like this, it's not going to be effective. So I wanted to share with you two of the most important things you can include in your email welcome sequence in order to really impress your subscribers. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to this channel. There isn't long left of the Blogging Basics series, and I really don't want you to miss the end. First of all, you need to say why you are the best person, the only person to help your target reader. It does not matter what type of blogger you are or what you blog about. Remember what we said on day 6 of this series?
One of the biggest mistakes you can make with your blog posts is doing a really long-winded introduction before you get to what people have actually come to the blog post for. And your readers want to be either inspired, entertained, or educated. Your
welcome sequence needs to do a mixture of all of those. So think about it. How are you helping your audience? What are you teaching them? How are you encouraging them to make positive change? This doesn't really take skill or strategy, and you definitely don't need to be an expert. You just need to know what your reader wants before they do. Are there certain things you know they're asking? Are there certain things you know they need? Are there certain experiences you've had that you know will benefit them if you talk about it? You might think that these are all quite boring things to talk about, but your reader wants to know how you got to where you are today and how you can help them along their own journey. Tell them how you can help them. Tell them how you can help them get towards the next breakthrough. Tell them what they can expect to change from reading your content. You also need to invite people to connect with you. It's one thing telling people where they can come and find you on social media, but it's a completely different thing inviting them to actually engage with you. In your welcome sequence and in all your emails actually, it's really important to ask a question, and all you need is 5 words. What are you struggling with? I get that you might think that's pretty cliche and you can word it differently by all means, but the point is this is going to generate a response and encourage people to share their feelings with you. Once you've opened a conversation and you actively invite feedback, you're onto a winner because you'll be able to find out exactly what your reader wants. This means you can create the best content possible to meet their needs. And you might not want to ask what are you struggling with, you might want to be more specific, but make sure you ask a question and also prepare to get responses back to it. And a mini top tip, make sure you reply to those responses too. You're welcome. There's one more thing I want to leave you with before I let you go, and that is to make sure you keep your audience wanting more. You don't want to give everything away. You want your audience to keep looking out for your next email because it's going to include something really valuable. So you could sign off your email with something like, do you know the #1 mistake people are making when it comes to meal planning? I'll tell you that mistake tomorrow and how you can avoid it. Just look out for the subject line, don't make this mistake. It's simple, but you've got them interested now. So you might be thinking at this point, yeah, this all sounds great, Holly, but what am I supposed to do now? I recommend having a 3-day welcome sequence with 3 emails. So in my email welcome sequence for my resource library, the first email my subscribers get just tells them a little bit about me, how I can be of service to them, and most importantly, gives them the password to access the resource library, because that's what they signed up for in the first place. Day 2 is all about getting to know each other better, so I share a lot more of my story and personal experience, why I'm passionate about what I do, and how I can help them, and I also give them a special freebie. Then in day 3, I tell them what they can expect by being a VIP, and I also ask them if there's anything in particular they're struggling with when it comes to building an online presence that I can help them with. So while it might take you a chunk of time initially to get this all set up, once it's done, it's going to perform so well for you. So I'd love to know, has this made you want to revamp your own welcome sequence or maybe create your own? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know if there's anything else that you need help with. And if you want to see the exact email welcome sequence that I use for my resource library, then all you need to do is sign up to the resource library, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. That's all for today, bloggers. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe for more blogging basics, and remember to be the boss of your email welcome sequence so you can get one step closer to a breakthrough. You just bossed it.